Hello everyone. In this video I would like to show you some commonly used commands in the terminal. If you never opened the terminal, you can click the Apple key and the spacebar and then type in terminal and just open this application. So when you first open the terminal, it will put you in your home directory. So that's basically where you're starting, and if you're not sure where that is with regard to the directory structure, you can use the pwd command, path to working directory. Okay, so to start, let me just say that there is this repository that I created earlier, and so I'm going to be showing you how to navigate to this directory and use some other commands on the way. So if you want to change directories, you can use the cd command and then type in the path to that directory. In the terminal, you can actually use the tab key to autocomplete the names of directories. So for instance, if I wanted to go to the directory where this directory exists, which I named test repo, I would start by typing in co for code because this directory exists there, and then the name of the repository is test. If I type this much and hit the tab key, it will autocomplete. Now if you want to confirm that you are in the directory that you need, again you can type pwd, path to working directory, and there you go. So now let's say that you want to know which files exist in this directory. You can type in ls to see a short list. You will see there are two files, a markdown file called readme and a sample text file called txt. So let's say now you want more details about these files. You can type in ls space -l to see a little bit of a more longer list with details about when the files were created and the permissions and who the permissions are for. Now let's say you know that they are hidden files, or you want to know if there are hidden files. You can append an A after the L and do -LA. But I don't feel like retyping the entire command, so what I can do is use my up arrow key and then go up as many times as I need to get to the command that I last entered that I want to edit. In this case, it's the last command, so just type that in, enter the A, and this will show you more details about the content of this directory. As you can see, we have two hidden files. Actually, one of them is a directory, and we can see that because they start with a dot. So now, if you wanted to go back to a directory above, that would be code. If you wanted to go back to your home, that would be users Brenda. So there's multiple ways of doing this. So let me show you one way. If you wanted to go back to your home directory, you could do cd, change directory, and then the squiggly line, which is right above the tab key. You hit enter, and if you check where you are, you will see that you are in this root directory that you started in when you first opened the terminal. So now let's go back to the test repo directory, and then I'm going to show you how to do it in a different way. So one way would be to just go back one directory at a time. So you can type cd space ... that will put you in code, or you can type in cd ... again, and then that will put you back in your home directory. Or if you were back in the test repo directory, you could also type it all the entire command together. So that means cd ... // and this means go back two directories up. WD. Okay. So that's very helpful sometimes when you're working on multiple directories and you just want to be able to navigate via the terminal. Okay. So In the terminal, you can also create and delete files. You can create directories. So suppose I want to create a new directory, I can type in the command mkdir to create a directory, which I'm going to call directory test. And now I want to go into this directory. So notice I'm going to type di, hit the tab key to autocomplete, and if I want to see the content of this file, or this directory, there's nothing there. So now I want to create a file. Well, there's multiple ways of doing it, and there's several editors in the terminal that you could use, such as Vim, but we're not going to get into that. So the one command that I can show you how to use is the touch command. So if you type in touch and then the name of the file that you want to create, it will actually start that file for you. So let's call this sample file.txt. And if you look, now there's this directory called directory test, and inside of it is this test file. So let's just write something in here like hello world. Now I have this other file from before. That one doesn't have anything in it, right? So let's confirm what we see via the terminal. You can use the cat command to basically print the content of the file to the terminal. So I'm going to print the content of the sample file I just created, and it should be hello world, which it is. I can also do the same for the sample.txt file, which actually is one directory above, so I can actually use the // which means in the previous directory, what is the content of this file? And the content is, this is a copy. So if you look over here, that is correct. Now, remember we are still in the directory test. So what do we have inside of here? We have one file called sample file. So what if you wanted to copy this file? You can use the cp for copy command and then type in the name of the file you want to copy and the name of the file you want to copy it into. So I'm just going to call this sample file 2. Okay. If you come over here, you'll see there's a new file inside the directory test, and that file has the same message, hello world again. So now if we show sample file 2, it should be hello world again. Now, what if you wanted to remove one of these files? You can use the rm command. You type in rm and then the name of the file you want to delete. Hit enter, and then you can see it disappears from the directory that you removed it from. You can confirm that here. Okay. Remember, we are in the directory test. So now let's say that you want to retype a command that you typed yesterday and you can't remember what it was. So for instance, let's say that we are back in our home directory, right? And you want to go into the test repo directory, but you don't remember the exact path. Of course, here it's very simple, but if it was a longer path, this could become helpful. The first thing you can do is type in the history command, which if you just hit enter, it will show you all the commands that you've typed lately. So what we want to do is look for any command that has any relationship to the word test repo. So I would type in history and then the pipe, that's what we call this character, and then pipe the results of history into the command grep, and then you can type the keyword that you want to search for. So in our case, it's test repo. So now you can see all these commands that I've typed in lately that have any relationship to test repo. And the last one, cd code test repo, is actually what I'm looking for. So imagine this path had several subdirectories. This could be very helpful for you to find what you're looking for. So now I can either type it in, or I can highlight the command that I need and copy paste it. Enter, and now I'm back in this directory. Since we've been here, we've created a directory, but you see it's highlighted a little bit different, and also all the way over here where you see the permissions, it starts with a D, which means that it's a directory, as opposed to sample.txt, which does not start with a D, so that's a file. Okay, and I think that pretty much covers the most commonly used commands. There are many more, but those you will learn as you learn to use the terminal more. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just post them below. Thank you.